the area, and a material. You couldn't do your things a little bit quicker? It's a fashion, I presume. Yep, it's pretty much how I expected that to go. Or the drop earrings. I'm never gonna get over that. I should probably talk to you before I walk past.
So she digs being called teacher. Well played, Laffy said.
She wasn't so fond of ma'am, so I guess he figured he needed an alternative.
You can tell how badly he wanted to help her with the languagey work. I think our Malak boy's finally finding himself.
So it would seem.
He will become the Malik of all languages. I don't know. So.
Listen, I don't know what they told you in Isolt, but our village has its own traditions. This village is under the divine protection of the Empyrean Aminoch. For unbroken centuries, a line of his priestesses have guided us. They're tasked with performing the sacred rites of worship. And sometimes, they even deliver us his words and will.
And there's still a priestess today?
Of course. And her daughter is training to become our next priestess. Although, I sometimes feel they push themselves too hard. Both mother and daughter are giving their all for Haria. But the Abbey doesn't care about any of that. And they stole our temple from us.
By force?
An exorcist named Teresa came and heard us out. But from the very beginning, she always intended on taking our temple. Her words may have been kind, but that doesn't change the fact that she demanded that we worship her god, Enominat. In all the years we've worshipped Aminoch, not once did we ever try to force others to adopt our beliefs.
Why haven't I seen this priestess she's talking about?
I think we're gonna be finding out soon enough who that is. Hey, look, there's an item on the ground. I really could have done this in any order. Anything else over here before I talk to you? There indeed is. I suppose I have to go around a long way though. Can I squeeze through here? I can. Never mind. So.
Banning local religions. The Abbey sure knows how to oppress the populace.
I'd imagine that comes part and parcel with spreading the good word. Other gods would only get in the way.
From what we overheard, it sounds like they've taken over Aminoch's temple, Palamedes, to use as their base of operations.
Sealing it off would be provocative enough, but straight up taking it over? Not a lot of so-called reason to that. Unless... Do you think they need it for some other purpose?
Shrug.
Shrug, of course they do. Let's see how the book's going along, I suppose.
Oh, ancient Avarost. You have the obstinacy of a spurned lover who refuses to move on.
Even for you, teacher?
It's this one crucial line. I can't wrap my head around it.
Well, from what you've taught me so far, it looks like it says... Sa, Popo, Mucho, Sanchon.
Correct, but if you merely translate it word for word, it ends up saying, the parent hates tomatoes, the child eggplants.
I doubt those have much to do with Enominat. Yeah.
Their grammar is nothing like ours. Sometimes you have to reorder the words, and even then the meaning can require leaps of logic and flashes of intuition.
Reordering? So like... San-san, Pocho Pocho, Pocho Musan, Pocho Musan. Can you read it that way?
Pocho Muson. Now where did you get that from?
These words are lined up, like they repeat. And when I read this part that same way, it just felt right.
Pocho Muson. If that's repeated here, then the passage turns into... the Nameless Empyrean.
Empyrean!
Ho ho, that has to refer to Innominat. I think we're on to something. Alright, so if we apply this rule here, then... It would seem to be a book of children's counting songs.
It's not about Innominat?
What matters is what the song says, child. And I think you will be very interested in the words.
Damn it.
I wonder if they've made any progress yet.
Shall we go check on them?
Ah, of course we shall. Was wondering if there's going to be anything else. And I'm last into the room. Why?
Well, any results?
Yes, well, thanks to the boy here. As it turns out, he has quite the knack for languages.
Only because I've got the best teacher.
Careful, honey tongue, you'll give this old girl ideas.
Huh?
Now, child, I'm sure they're curious about the song we unearthed. Why don't you read it aloud?
Yes, teacher.
Song?
8-headed is the lord of the land, with 7 mouths to devour malevolence. Through pulses of earth doth base nature's flow, as he awaits the time of awakening. 4 Empyreans may tear him asunder, but so long as there is one receptive to divine power, Therians shall be forever reborn, in sight of the full crimson moon. The nameless Empyrean hath one heart. The nameless Empyrean hath one body.
Therians?
Essentially, this ancient text you found is an annotated volume of drawings and songs pertaining to Innominat.
Annotated? Then hurry up and just tell us what it means.
I'm sorry. So far, we've only figured out how to read the song lyrics.
All right.
I take it we're still in for a good long wait before it's thoroughly decrypted.
Likely so, but if we want to find out what the Abbey is up to, we need to know what's in this book, no matter how long it takes.
What the Abbey's up to, is it?
I think we can learn much, even from the lyrics alone. The drawings depict him with 8 heads. One of them belongs to his main body, but the other 7 are his mouths. Those mouths consume malevolence, sending it along earth pulses back to that main body so he can awaken. The 7 monsters fitting that description are called...
Therians.
Right. Now as for this malevolence, I have no idea what that means.
What about the second part?
I haven't studied much ancient history, but it said this world was created by 4 Empyreans: earth, water, wind, and fire. But they also call Innominat an Empyrean. Perhaps a war broke out between Innominat and the other Empyreans that resulted in him being sealed away.
But if there is someone to connect with this divine power, the Therians will keep spawning. And just like that, Innominat will be revived. If we assume that Shepherd Artorius fits that bill, and that he's trying to reawaken Innominat, everything lines up.
Which means our job is to find these Therians and cut off Innominat's heads, so to speak.
But where do we even start looking for them?
Remember, the song states that the Therians in Innominat's body are connected through earth pulses. If their job is to feed Innominat, the most effective place to position them would be at the earth pulse points.
Points?
The places where the power of earth pulses is concentrated.
Places with that sigil. Hey, remember the barrier that was keeping this bug in the forest? Wait, are you trying to say that thing's a Therian? And yet, it would explain why the Abbey was keeping it locked up. And there was that same barrier at the villa, too.
That's right. Do you suppose that was also a Therian? Does that mean the Therians all come in different forms?
Should we go to Logres and check?
We've just started deciphering the book. I'd hate to lose time on some fool's errand. I'd rather know at least a little more about what's in it before we make a move.
Something bothering you, Grim?
This line. The one about Therians being forever reborn.
I just felt the same thing as I did in Warg Forest.
The needle's pointing in the direction of Aminoch's temple, Palamedes. Do I recall hearing that the Abbey took that over?
Temples and ritual sites are often built on places thought to be rich in spiritual energy. Could the temple possibly be an Earth Pulse point?
There's lots of Earth Pulse points scattered all over the world. If there's only 7 Therians, most of them will be empty.
It's not like we have any better leads. If there's even a chance, shouldn't we go check it out?
Better than sitting around waiting on the book. If nothing else, we'll find out what Laphicet is sensing.
Just a theory, but if you were to kill a Therian...
What?
I guess there's only one way to find out. Never mind. Good luck out there.
I was gonna say they're starting to connect the dots. Obviously. Because I kind of presumed the whole Earth pulses and temples would be easily connected. I'll keep up the deciphering work on my own. You all go see if there's a clue in the temple. We need to see for ourselves if we're after the truth. Didn't it say something about so long as one of the heads is alive, Nominat can be reborn, revived? Pretty sure that's what it said. Which means we're gonna have to go take out 7. But at the same time, I have a feeling that we won't get there in time to all 7.
Who are you?
The innkeeper's daughter. I happened to overhear you all talking about going to Palamedes and...
Did you report us to the Abbey?
Report? But you already have an exorcist with you.
If you have any business, talk with her then.
I'm Eleanor Hume, an exorcist with the Abbey. How might I be of service? I want you to look for someone. A mother and her child went to visit the Abbey grounds, but they haven't returned. They've both gone missing? Yes. The mother's name is Mahina. She's a priestess of Aminoch. And her little daughter's name is Kamoana. Hold on. If she's a priestess of Aminoch... Right. Ever since the Abbey booted her out from the temple, she's been regularly going back to make her objections heard. But one day, she never returned home. And now her daughter has disappeared too. I can only assume that she went to go look for her mother. And you believe they're being held at the temple? Oh no, ma'am. I just can't imagine Mahina would abandon her daughter like that. Kamoana is next in line to succeed her, so she's had a strict upbringing, but her mother truly loves her. Please forgive Mahina for her protests. I was just hoping you could use the Abbey's resources to track them down. will do everything in my power to find them.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Like Kamoana, I grew up with only my mother as family. I can't help but worry for them.
Of course. Let's be off, Miss Exorcist.
I can't seem to put me through the thing anyway. Man and roof, wondrous rock formations. I can't help knowing that there's a save point here. I will save it. Oddly enough, there's 2 families that don't have a father. Feel like something might have happened in the village a while ago. Seems too coincidental for me.
Eleanor, what's your game here?
The mother and daughter, you mean? That's on me. I'll search for them myself.
I don't care about that.
Well, what then?
Why are you actively helping us decipher the book, when we're using it to thwart the Abbey's plans?
You think I might be deliberately misleading you? Laying a trap of some sort for you all?
Are you?
I think you're a lot of things, Demon. But foolish is not one of them. I want to know the truth. I want to know what Lord Artorias is trying to accomplish. And there's something happening in the world right now. I want to know what it is. Unfortunately, little old Eleanor has never been deemed trustworthy enough to be given such information. So, my only option is to find out for myself.
You've got the soul searching down at least.
The Abbey and your band of rogues follow 2 different paths. But something tells me either will lead me to the same destination.
And so you don't see any need to lie to us?
Exactly.
And what'll you do if those truths don't line up cleanly with what you believe?
I'm not sure yet.
As honest an answer as any. Either way, it looks like you'll be working with us for the near future.
Yes, for now.
Hey, could I ask you something?
What is it?
About the Therians. I've heard you call yourself a Therian before. Is there any particular insight you have about them?
No, none. Artorias said I was one, that's all.
And that doesn't bother you?
Does it bother you?
Nope, not at all. If you're not worried, then neither am I.
I'm surrounded by freaks. But was that truly the reason Ceres chose me?
We will find out in future. Total opposites.
Velvet keeps picking on Madame Eleanor. They're total opposites, so I know they're just gonna clash sometimes, but Velvet takes it too far!
You really think they're totally opposite?
If Madame Eleanor is a white lily, then Velvet is a black rose. If Madame Eleanor is a soaring Pegasus, then Velvet is a wolf in the shadows. If Madame Eleanor is a plate of spaghetti carbonara, Velvet is squidding noodles with seaweed.
I don't follow you completely, but I think I get the point.
I'm sure you understand. The 2 have nothing at all in common. And since they don't share anything in common, some fighting now and then just can't be helped.
Well, they both have beautiful hair.
Okay, but we're talking a noble exorcist and an aloof demon.
Eleanor sometimes treats you coldly. And Velvet has helped me more times than I can count.
Madame Eleanor gives herself fully to the salvation of others, but Velvet is bent solely on revenge.
That means they're both motivated by thoughts of others.
How is the cheerful and talkative Madame Eleanor at all the same as the brooding, taciturn Velvet?
Both of them talk to me when it's just the 2 of us together.
You're just trying to be contrary.
I'm only telling you what I've experienced.
Actually, I feel that Madame Eleanor isn't really reaching out to me.
It's all right if Eleanor doesn't want to talk to you. I'm here for you, Bienfu. You aren't alone.
That just makes me feel lonelier.
You 2 are opposites yourselves. Huh?
Great. Alright, Mr. Brody. I'm not gonna be able to avoid you, so let's go.
Everyone ready to play?
Bap. So I say, do I remember what they're weak against? Potentially. But it definitely seems to be the fire. Ow, 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 ow. Back off, back off, back off, back off. I mean, yeah. Come on. Nope. Come on. Nope. Up. Yeah, man. Want a soul thing, please? Thank you. Got you. How about? No, are you serious? Oh, can't do that. Huh. Well, that's not the sort of switch that I... Oh my goodness, I can escape. I don't realize that. Let's escape then. That's funny. I did not know I could do that. Huh. Alright then. What we got here? Sneakers?
I'm ready
G7.
for this.
No.
I can't die here.
To be fair, I should have known that was going to happen. Can I still escape here? I can. Okay. Well, because I don't particularly want to be just using items at the moment. Let's back off. Amy Guru. Let's just switch you out. Let's go with Eizen.
I'm in this 100%.
Alright. So Velvet can get some healing up. Let's go, Eizen. While an enemy is either stunned or down, hold R2 with 3 or more bricks while standing during a combat to activate. Eizen takes into the air, blasting his foes with dragon-like fire. Setting up this ability can be difficult, but it devastates a wide area. Eizen's current target doesn't have to be stunned or down as long as an enemy within range is. Ah. Okay, that's cool. Oh, this is gonna be
not good. Not good.
Should probably fix up his manual arts at the moment because they're all the same. Alright, so we got Fate, Tempo, just for the time being. Correction. Let's not do it that way actually. 11th hour. Okay, let's fix this properly. So yeah, verdict for air. Yeah, 11th hour. Just quickly snap to the bottom. Earth and fire. You don't have pure fire. Okay, that's fine. Fire there. Any water? Yep. Stage 3 I'll use for these ones. That's pure wind. I think we'll do pure wind. The pure earth. Do you have water and fire down there? No, you don't. Flash step. Then I don't know. Mirage and Lighthouse. So Mirage can go there. What's quickness? Restores a small amount of HP to one ally. Removes a slow effect. A temporary increases movement speed. Okay, sounds cool. Fate and meant to be Earth. There is no tempo. Verdict. Okay, making sure I knew what that was. Clear path. Anything using clear path? No. Air thrust. Don't know about these because they're Malak cards. I don't use them very often. Wind lance. Stone lance. Flash step. Illusionary Veil. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wetlands. No, Wetlands is already there. Air Thrust. Sure. Why not? Okay, let's get that back.
Eat it.
Bap.
Let's go.
Bap.
Smash some. Stone lance.
Bam.
Up. Not good.
You need to stun it. I'm probably going to kill them before I do anything else. Yeah, probably.
Let's go.
There we go. Ah, it's that one. Ha! Okay. Let's go. Bam. I like that. Bam. Get that. Wow. Ow. Excuse me. Jeez, you are. He does damage, alright. But just trying all the different moves. Bap, bap. And down. Did that one already. And stone, and then time for the fire one. Or flash step, whichever one it was. Bap. And take that. Bye bye. No, that doesn't do what I think it does.
Come on, put up some fight, okay?
That could do on a little bit better. Belt automated with Appleby improves proficiency for gain for Velvet's equipment. Malakat's mana boost punches elemental attacks centered on wind and earth. While punches may seem like they would have short reach, Eizen's mana powered fists can cover up to mid range and some allow him to rush an enemy. His offensive Malak arts are primarily limited to wind and earth elements, but he can also learn arts that provide utility in other ways, like enabling him to quickly traverse the battlefield. As I have found out. Sort of. See any chest in the area? Beach gel. Oh, we're starting to get into the bigger items. How much did you heal up, Velvet?
Right, I'm in.
Fully healed up, that's what. Alright, so, couple minutes left. Alright, buddy, let's go.
On to battle.
Bye bye. Yep, bang. They are fire, right? Earth. I thought they were earth, but the fire seems to do more damage. Probably because of the hidden art thing. Ow, bad timing. But 415. Pretty sure the earth does more damage, but that's more consistent. Yeah. Take that one instead. No. Wow. Back off, I said. No. Come on, dudes. Take that. Oh, that would have been good if it hit more than one. But, your turn. And... Up. No. Oh, don't say. Well, I think I have to not be in threat, right? Oh no, it's L2 I'm supposed to hold. Wasn't it? Not R2. Play Tempest. So I don't even know if anyone... Just quickly check which one it was. It was meant to be L2, not... Yeah, it was L2. I was holding R2. Nailing Crash. Little plane. So that one should take precedence over that one. But... Excuse me. I really need to start using these a little bit more often. Equipment. I wasn't sure if anyone... Oh, geez, lots of people have mastered lots of things. We'll have to set that up next time. Anyway guys, that'll have to do it for today. Hope you have enjoyed today's episodes. Just have to do a quick save. It's this time as well. I mean, I could run back, but meh. To save that extra bit of time. Anyway, hope you enjoyed today's episodes. If you did, please feel free to stick around and see some more. And next time, we will continue clearing out this area. And heading on to the temple. Anyway, until then, bye!